Kandi, if you're watching it, and we know you're watching, the thing is this, we don't have an issue with you. We're not jealous of you. We actually celebrate your success. No, seriously, but you gotta be a better person. And the reason why you gotta be a better person is because it's not fair to the people who have been following our careers, knowing that you are doing things behind the scenes.
Now, we gonna tiptoe around this shit, or we gonna get to
Hell no, we ain't tiptoeing around shit.
All right, well, fuck it.
Talking about Tamar Braxton.
Okay, there we go.
I do not like that bitch. I'm just gonna be straight up. I do not like that bitch. I do not like her. She is a fake ass bitch to me. And no, I was not finna be fake with her motherfucking ass at that place. I was sitting there looking at her crazy because I'm like, why is she over here acting like she trying to shake my hand in here when this lady talks crazy about me on a regular basis?
Red-haired Kandi has finally spoken out and is calling out Tamar Braxton for the disrespect she says she put up with for years. According to Kandi, she stayed quiet for a long time but has now reached her limit. As expected, Tamar is right in the middle of the drama and is not backing down. She claims that Kandi and her friends started the confrontation and says she has proof to support her side. At this point, both women are sharing different versions of the story, making the situation even more confusing and dramatic.
You the one who sings so beautifully, but don't nobody give a fuck about it, because the only reason you ever get airtime lately is when you're talking about me or you're talking about somebody else. You're doing something negative. And if that's what you want to be known for is negative bullshit, keep doing what you're doing. Other than that, I would suggest learn how to be a lady. Learn how to carry yourself in public. Learn how to carry yourself on the internet. And learn how to handle your business without being known for drama.
Kandi Burruss finally spoke out about the long-running feud between herself and Tamar Braxton. Their problems did not start recently. The tension between them goes all the way back to 2017, when Tamar joined the Great Escape Tour. Since then, their relationship has been filled with arguments, misunderstandings, and public drama. After so many years, it seems like everything has reached a breaking point. Many fans still remember when Kandi and Tamar appeared together on Celebrity Big Brother. At first, they clashed and often found themselves arguing. As time passed, they managed to put their differences aside and became friendly for a while. Unfortunately, that peace did not last, and before long, they were no longer getting along. Even though people knew they disliked each other, Kandi chose not to speak publicly about the situation for years. Things changed during the Essence Festival held over the 4th of July weekend. Kandi was honored with the Trailblazer Award alongside Monica, Missy Elliott, Brandy, and Mona Scott Young. While everyone was on stage taking a group photo, Tamar unexpectedly walked onto the stage. The surprising moment caught the audience off guard because she went straight over to Kandi and started speaking to her. Interestingly, Tamar has also had disagreements with Monica, but she ignored Monica during the event and focused only on Kandi. That made many people wonder if their old feud was far from over. Tamar has criticized Kandi several times in the past. During an interview with Nene Leakes, she claimed that Kandi needed to become a better person and accused her of secretly spreading lies about others behind the scenes. Tamar also took shots at Kandi's restaurant, Old Lady Gang, saying that hardly anyone eats there. On top of that, she publicly accused Kandi's husband, Todd Tucker, of trying to put his hands on her, making their already troubled relationship even more controversial.
Nobody has yet to say how nasty Old Lady Gang is. Nobody. Why? And that is a known thing here in Atlanta. Like, it's something like nobody is saying, yo, where we going to go eat? Let's go to Old Lady Gang. Who? Oh, bitch, that steak from Blaze was banging. What's the name of the person? Where they at? Now, let's just be honest.
For many people, especially those in their 40s, 50s, or 60s, dealing with someone they do not like is usually very simple. Instead of creating unnecessary drama, they choose to keep their distance. If they happen to be in the same room, they may avoid talking to that person altogether. That is why many people find Tamar's behavior confusing. Rather than leaving the situation alone, she walked over to Kandi, reached for her hand, and congratulated her. Kandi, however, clearly was not interested in the interaction. She looked annoyed, gave Tamar a quick side eye, and chose not to respond. After the event, Tamar shared photos from that moment on social media. In her caption, she focused on the positive things happening in her life. She proudly mentioned that she had the #1 movie of the summer, that her Dinner with Tomorrow tour was almost completely sold out, and that she was surrounded by loyal, iconic friends who truly cared about her. She also wrote that she would choose kindness because God had been so good to her, even toward people she believed had treated her badly. Tamar added even more fuel to the conversation by pinning a comment that asked why a certain group was becoming the mean girls of Atlanta. The comment praised Tamar for choosing love and suggested that her critics should focus on their own talents instead. Many people believed this was a direct jab at Kandi. However, during a later interview, Tamar seemed to soften her position. She insisted that she had simply congratulated Kandi, had no regrets about what happened, and was not interested in carrying grudges because she values her peace and prefers to avoid unnecessary conflict.
I do not regret saying congratulations. I don't care who you are. You know, we can have beef all day long, right? It's not like I said, oh, let's go to lunch, let's wound to wound, let's da, da, da. You know, I am not that kind of person. You know what I mean? I don't want beef in my life. I really do enjoy my peace.
Yeah.
I love my life. I have great friends. You know, I have people who really love me and really fuck with me for real, and vice versa. And that's
it
not
wasn't
really my
that serious
problem.
to you.
It wasn't like I was going like,
Yeah.
It gave congratulations. Everyone on the stage was being honored. And that was one of those events where, you know, you should just show gratitude and be kind and move on.
Kandi made it clear that she was tired of Tamar creating her own version of events. She responded by saying there was no real feud, but pointed out that Tamar had just insulted her while walking past her at a party the previous weekend. According to Kandi, Tamar acted one way in public and another behind the scenes, and she was no longer willing to deal with that kind of behavior. To support her side, Kandi shared an interview with Jason Lee. In the interview, Jason explained that Tamar had tried to use his platform to criticize Kandi. He said Tamar talked negatively about Kandi, even making comments about her wearing fake designer clothes, and expected him to publish the story. However, Jason recognized the situation and decided not to get involved. Even though he had disagreements with Kandi in the past, he chose not to spread unnecessary drama or fuel Tamar's claims.
Now, I will say, that's the same Tamar Braxton, though, who was my friend, who hung out with me, who I put money in her pocket so she could feed her family, who put her on my platform, who brought her on my show. I did stuff with her. You know, the same person. I didn't switch up overnight. But the one thing I won't do is allow anybody to use, abuse, or attack me and think that the Lord that I serve won't give them the blessing of a lesson not to do that to nobody else.
Many people believe Tamar tried to get under Kandi's skin on purpose. Some also think that was one of the reasons she became friendly with Funky Dineva. However, that friendship eventually fell apart before it could benefit her in any way. As their relationship grew worse, Kandi decided she had enough and started speaking publicly about Tamar's behavior. According to Kandi, Tamar was not even supposed to be on stage because she was not involved in that part of the event. Even so, Tamar walked right up to Kandi, making the moment all about herself and drawing attention away from everyone else. Later, while Kandi was attending a red carpet event, reporters asked her about Tamar's actions. Kandi responded with a sharp comment, saying that if you spend time with clowns, you become part of the circus. After returning home, she claimed she received a text message from Tamar. In the message, Tamar allegedly mocked Kandi by mentioning rumors about her ex-husband being seen on a date with another man. Tamar also reportedly threatened to release proof, making the message sound more like intimidation or an attempt to pressure Kandi.
Last year, 2025, Remember, it was something that she had been talking trash about me online or whatever. And then on the red carpet, I was asked about it. And then I said, well, if you deal with clowns, then you'll be a part of the circus or something like that.
That's a great response. Actually, I'm going to take that.
Oh, she texted me. Well, this clown knows that your husband is a part of the LGBTQ community. I actually saw him on a date with a man. So come join the prep circus. Said another word about me, bitch. I'm releasing the proof. Like I told your non-singing lying ass, this ain't the Housewives, bitch.
The tension between Tamar and Kandi reportedly continued at a private house party held on July 25th. As Kandi arrived at the event, Tamar was leaving, and the two crossed paths. According to Kandi, Tamar called her an insulting name as they passed each other. Even though she heard the comment, Kandi chose not to respond. She explained that the party was being held at the home of someone she respected, and she did not want to create a scene or bring unnecessary drama into that person's house. Kandi also pointed out that everyone attending the party had their phones taken away before entering. She believed that if she had reacted or confronted Tamar, Tamar could have easily turned the situation around, claimed to be the victim, and told a different version of the story afterward. Because there would be no videos or recordings, it would have been difficult for anyone to know exactly what happened. According to Kandi, Tamar often reaches out or starts conflict with her whenever things become quiet around her because she knows any disagreement between them will quickly attract attention and make headlines. Kandi admitted that she is exhausted by the ongoing drama and said Tamar should focus on using her incredible singing talent to stay successful and keep her career moving instead of getting caught up in public feuds. Although Kandi said she was only trying to explain her side of the story and finally put the situation behind her, Tamar did not see it that way. She felt Kandi's comments only made the conflict worse. Tamar defended herself by insisting that she had not been fake or disrespectful. She said congratulating Kandi was simply an act of good manners and basic courtesy, and if Kandi chose to interpret it differently, that was her own decision.
I don't think saying, I don't think that's fake, and I don't think that's weird. I just think saying congratulations is home training and cordial. That's it. And the whole thing was awkward. But I didn't...
According to reports, Tamar has allegedly been telling people behind the scenes that Kandi has been calling her names and acting out of jealousy. Tamar reportedly believes that Kandi is jealous of her popularity and has been trying to damage her reputation. However, Kandi has never claimed to be one of the greatest singers of all time like Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey. Instead, she has focused on building a successful career by making the most of her own talent and the opportunities that came her way. Many people believe that the tension between the two goes beyond simple disagreements. Some feel that Tamar may be frustrated because, even though she has an incredible singing voice, comes from a famous family, and has plenty of talent, Kandi has achieved greater financial and business success. While Tamar is often praised for her vocal ability, Kandi has built a strong career across different areas of entertainment. Because of that, some fans think Tamar struggles with seeing Kandi reach a level of success that she feels she deserved. Over the years, Tamar has become just as well known for her public feuds as she has for her music. She has been involved in disagreements with several celebrities, including Kay, Michelle, LaToya Jackson, Tiny, Funky Dineva, Jason Lee, Tommy Lee, Jessie Woo, and Monica. As a result, many people now associate her with drama more than her singing career. Some fans have even pointed out that her relationships with members of her own family have appeared distant at times, adding more fuel to the public conversation about her personal life. Many viewers still agree that Tamar is an exceptionally talented singer. However, some critics believe that her attitude and repeated conflicts have overshadowed her gifts. They argue that she often blames other people instead of accepting responsibility for her own actions. Others have said that the outspoken personality she showed during the early seasons of the Braxton family reality show may have seemed entertaining at first, but over time it became exhausting for many viewers. Some fans have even suggested that she should focus on her emotional well-being and personal growth instead of continuing public arguments. At the end of the day, opinions remain divided. Some people believe Tamar is jealous of Kandi's level of success, while others think there may be deeper personal issues behind their ongoing conflict. What do you think? Is this simply professional rivalry, or is there more to the story? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more updates.